Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to the Saturday Stash Dive. I'm going to scrap that picture of Luke, and he's got a fish there, and I am going to cut this paper up that is the wood grain, because I'm going to lay it back down on the other paper in pieces, like planks. It's going to be kind of like planks when I get done. Since he is fishing in the picture, I was thinking wharf and water, and so I decided I'd do planks behind him. At first I was just going to put the wood grain by itself, and then I got to thinking about it because I wanted something different. So I decided to go ahead and make planks out of this. So I'm inking all of it in the rusty hinge. And I thought I'd better go ahead and ink this while I was thinking of it. And yeah, I'm going to make them different lengths and kind of have them stagger and laying on top of each other a little bit. And I decided I needed some nails. So what I'm going to do is I'm cutting this brown paper up into 4 pieces, and then I'm going to put quite a bit of glue on there and glue them all together. And I'm going to use my chomper crocodile thing. It's been so long since I used it, I can't remember the name of it. But it's set right here on my desk waiting on me. But I usually just use my regular hole punch instead of this one. But since it can actually go through metal and everything, I thought it'll surely go through 4 pieces of paper, because my first thought was to punch all them out one at a time, then glue them together and use my pick, and I thought, man, that'll take a long time. So then I thought crocodile. That's it. That's what it's called. Yeah. Anyway, I thought of it, so I decided I'd use it to do it, and it was a lot quicker. And I did punch out like 25 of them. So yeah, it's a good thing it was quicker that way. Yeah, because then it had been like 100, and that would have took a while. But you did see me straighten them back out. When you use that crocodile, it kind of curls them up. And I didn't straighten them completely because I want them to look like nails that got hit with a hammer that don't look quite perfect once they're hit with a hammer. And I am going to put the rusty hinge on them too. Oh, and here, as soon as I got the planks down, I thought, oh, I was going to run twine through that. And so, yeah, that's what I'm doing now. And I'm pulling it through, and about 3 different times I pull it through because I can't decide how long I want it. But I'm going to finally get enough there. And now you see me putting all those little nail heads on my ink pad. And then I'm going to pounce that ink tool on top of them so that they get rusty all over. And I'm putting a glue on the corners so I can just put my nail heads on top. And then I remember, oh, it needs to be tacky. It'll work a whole lot better tacky. So I put the glue in all the spots, and then I go back and put them on there. And yes, it did work a lot better that way. And where am I at now? Oh, I'm just making sure no glue is sticking out, just taking off the pieces that it does. And here I am, put my little nail heads aside because I know I'm going to need them for my sign. I'm planning on making a sign. When I was planning it here, though, I was going to put no fishing, but that isn't what ends up on my sign. I was really tempted to do that. And that one don't end, that real hobby, it don't end up on the page. Mainly because I set it over there to the left and forgot about it, and there was really no place to put it. But I'll need it for another layout, I'm sure. I have 3 packages of these, though. Yeah, I was looking online for this. I'd seen it on somebody's layout. Oh, this is probably a year ago. It's been a while. And on eBay, there was 3 packages for one price. The same price that everybody else was wanting for one. So I got the 3. Of course, I had to wait a little longer than I would otherwise. I think I had to wait like a week, but yeah, if I'd done Amazon Prime, I'd only got one. I'd got it in a couple of days. But considering it's taken like almost a year for me to use any of them, It was fine getting a week later. And that hooked on you, I'm going to end up angling it. I tried it several ways and kept moving it around and couldn't make up my mind. And so, yeah, it's going to stay on there and it's going to end up angled. I'm double matted my picture in the two colors I'm using that are not the wood grain. And, oh, as soon as I did, I thought, oh, I needed to ink these. And, of course, I'm making sure it gets on the inside one and the outside. And oh, here's where I decided to go ahead and add to that fish down there in the right-hand corner. And I'm going to add 3 cattails and then some grass. And so I'm just going to freehand cut these. I didn't draw on there or anything. Grass you can just freehand. Even if it's a cattail, you can freehand it. It don't take much to do either one. But I've been tempted so many times to order a die that had cattails. Spellbinders has one, and I've thought about how many times, but I end up cutting it on my own and settled for that. I am inking my leaves, my grass and my cattail, so it matches everything else on the page. And it isn't just, since it is cardstock, it isn't just plain. It gives it a little more dimension and depth to it. And yeah, I'm still using my rusty hinge though. I didn't switch to anything else. And see, there's my green blade coming up there. And I thought since that picture had a little autumn look to it because the leaves are turning and he's got a jacket on, doing them on like almost a brown color, kind of a tan, but then I thought, no, I want the green. There's plenty of green in my stickers, and there is some green still in the picture. It's not like everything has turned yet, so I'm going to go for the green, and that's what I did. And I was super lucky. I had a shade of green that really matched the color in the stickers well. I mean, it was like it was made for it. So yeah, I was lucky. And I'm putting some behind the fish, and then I'm going to put some in front of the fish also. And I'm going to have to wiggle that fish around a little bit to make it all fit, but it looks okay in the end when I get done. But Luke there, he loves to fish. I mean, seriously. And he's got him a dog, Bo. Oh, man. That dog, he's huge. He's a Labrador Retriever, I guess is what you call it. And he's chocolate lab, that's it. He's a chocolate lab. Anyway, I'm sure there's a more technical name, but chocolate lab. He is the friendliest, sweetest dog, and he jumps on me. And it's like he hadn't seen me in 10 years or something. I can go outside, come back in, and he's jumping on me. One time I fell backwards, and thank goodness there was a wall behind me. But yeah, he's fast, super fast. We had a walk at UCAN. It was a fundraiser for the Cancer Network in town, and Luke said he hadn't jumped on nobody all day. He is so well behaved. And then I come along, and the first thing he does is run. But Luke had the leash on him, and he did get him stopped before he done much damage. He did make me stumble, but he didn't make me fall. But yeah, I don't know if it's because I'm short and he thinks, okay, I can get away with this or what. But yeah, he's even been to school for obedience training and duck hunting. Yeah, the obedience part, I don't think it did very well. And my daughter will put videos on Facebook where he's got in trouble. He's tore something up or something, you know. And she'll ask him if he done it, and he looks so guilty. She's got 2 other dogs, but he's the one that she caught doing it every time. And of course, he does look guilty and looks like he feels bad about doing it, but he turns around and does it again. But like I said, he's just as sweet as he can be. But anyway, I was talking about Luke and him liking to fish. He likes to fish, hunt, outdoor sports, you name it, he likes to do it. And he works hard, so he plays hard too. And let's see. Oh, I'm making my sign now. And I inked it up. And here I remember, I remembered the inking after I'd done and put the fish on here. But I inked it up, and I'm going to put foam tape behind the bottom part. And see me rolling that piece of paper? I wanted it to look like a rounded post or something, where it wasn't exactly flat. Give it a little more dimension because I knew I was going to put the foam tape on the top part, and I wanted to put foam tape on this too. And since I put grass over the right hand side, I decided I needed grass with my sign too. So I am cutting some more. But it don't take long to cut grass. And it's not hard to do either. You can even mess it up and it'll still turn out all right because, it's not a very well behaved plant. And the thing is, I do have a dye for grass. Yeah, I only used it a couple of times because it's short. I would like a dye for grass that's got longer grass. I will use that one every now and then, but like I said, I like the longer grass. I like the wild look, I guess. Instead of the mowed look. But this is something like, since I'm cutting it as I go and trying to figure it out, I'll cut some and put it there, glue it down, and then I'll cut some more and glue it down. Then maybe some more after that. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how much to put and where to put it when I put it down. But I do it until I'm happy with it. But my sign's going to say gone fishing. I planned on no fishing, but it's going to say gone fishing is what it says on the fish. And that tackle box, I thought it was facing the opposite direction. And it don't look good down there facing in the direction it is. I would have had to put it on the left-hand side, and there really isn't enough room over there. And I've already glued everything down, so I'm going to have to figure out some other way to use it. And that way is to put it up there by the picture, because that's really the only place left to put it. And I'm holding this down and pushing pretty hard, because it does have the foam tape behind it, and it's sticking up just a little bit, and I was trying to get it where it didn't stick quite as much. And as you can see, I gutted my papers behind the picture just in case I needed them. And I am using my T-square ruler. If it don't end up straight, it's not for lack of trying. And yeah, that's where my tackle box is going to go. But of course, I'm going to decide I need some grass there too. And I'm going to put grass there, I think, 3 different times before I'm happy with it. And the last time it's just one blade of grass. But, I got to keep doing it till I think, okay, that'll work. And see how orange my fingers are getting. I do have a wipey there, and I keep using it, but it's not helping too much. I had to go wash them and really scrub before I got that ink off because, I kept putting it on there. Let's see where I'm at now. Oh, I added an extra little piece of foam behind the tackle box because, they only put see those circles? That's not enough. I have to put a couple of more pieces behind there because it don't seem like there's enough on these pieces. And the foam tape that I use comes from Dollar Tree. So for $1, it's pretty decent size roll. And my Dollar Tree don't carry it because I have looked. I heard people talk about getting it there on YouTube. But like I said, my Dollar Trees, we have 2 in town. So I order it off a Dollar Tree, and I think you have to buy 20 of them. And they deliver it to the Dollar Tree, send you an email that it's there, and you just go pick it up. And I'm getting close to done on my layout. Oh, I am going to use this burlap that Jennifer sent me. And it did come as a square. I think it was like a 4x6 square. But I'm getting a little bit low there. And what you seen me doing with that piece was pulling off some threads. See them laying there. And that way the edges was kind of rugged looking. And yeah, I'm just, and I want it all crunched up. So I'm putting glue on it and crunching it up. And I'm putting it different places on the layout. And not that I'm saying that the area where he fishes is polluted or anything. I just thought it'd look good, add some texture to my page, and another color too. Well, of course I ink it in the rusty hinge, but yeah, add another color to it, and I really love the texture that it added to the page. And I think that really is the last thing that I do to the layout. So yeah, I'm getting done. And I want to thank you all so much for watching my videos and leaving just so sweet comments. That just really makes my day. In case y'all didn't know it, it makes my day to read my comments and to reply to y'all. And oh, I did put some here on the left-hand side, and I'm trying to get it to fit. And then I'm going to put a piece up there in that sign up there at the top that says Hooked on Fishing, which is my title, because I didn't have any place left to put a title by the time I got done. I could have probably used some small alphas and put something, but I really like the title being Hooked on Fishing because he is hooked on fishing. He likes to take the boat out and get crappie. I'm not sure what kind of fish that is in the picture, but I'm sure he'd be able to tell me if he was here. Let's see, what am I? Oh, yeah, I'm just finishing off with the burlap. And there I was just adding a few little threads. I wasn't even adding a piece of burlap. It was just some threads. And I think that's, oh, that one's an actual piece of burlap there. And it was one that was kind of misshaped. And I am going to, oh, yeah, here's the one that's misshaped. And I'm pulling the threads to make it all uneven and jagged looking. And there, you see me clean my fingers again. Not that it helped, but yeah, I put that misshaped one there and crunched it all up. And I'm going to put just a little bit more on the left and then a little more on the right. And then I'm going to be happy with it. I'm going to be, oh, I don't know if I put, oh, I got the one more place to put up there by the sign. And it's just a little place. And I just tucked it in. And I was going to go back and critique it, but I forgot. Let's see. Yep, there it is. There's my layout. And don't that tackle book box look good? It looks three-dimensional. And there's my completed layout. And I could have used some brown thread, but I wanted to use that twine instead. And see how dimensional everything looks? Of course, those it's Paper House Productions, and they do make really good stickers. I like all their stickers that I've seen so far. And the fish, it looks so real. I had to ink it up with the rusty hinge, though. He was kind of bright and shiny. And although I inked that tackle box, it still looks bright and shiny in that picture. It's got just a wee bit of glare on it. I didn't notice it when I was taking the picture, though. And it does have, I guess they're brass trimmings on it, and that makes it even shinier looking. And there's my fish that says Gone Fishing. And see my little nails there and how they look like they've been hit by a hammer. At least that's the look I was going for. But yeah, there's my layout. And I appreciate y'all stopping by for Saturday Stash Dive. And hopefully I'll have another one next week. But thank y'all so much for watching. And if you leave a comment below, I'll get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. But I hope you all have a happy, scrappy week. Bye.